Hey guys, welcome to my first video in a new series of just some fun things that you can do in Minecraft Bedwars that I am calling Troll Tools. And today we are going to be building a TNT Cannon for Bedwars that is also aimable. So here's a bunch of shots that I fired with it. You can literally fire this cannon multiple ways. We got holes everywhere, craters everywhere. You can literally aim this TNT cannon, and the entire thing can be built in Bedwars. So I'm kind of freaking out. I'm super excited. Let's get started. Alright everyone, let's get started on this TNT cannon. Alright, so the first thing that you want to do is you want to build your cannon relatively high up in the air. Not too high so the TNT explodes before it hits the ground, but you want to have it pretty high so the TNT gets good distance. I think that this is probably about high enough. So after you've built up just like that, you want to start to build out. Just kind of make a 5-block long path right here. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that. All right, the next thing that we're gonna do is we're just gonna build a little V. So just like that. Just like that. We're gonna build back right there. And then we're gonna cover that spot. And actually I messed up a little bit. We don't actually need these blocks, and we also need to get rid of we don't need these blocks, and we don't need these blocks, just like that. Alright, the next thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna start building some walls on the cannon to keep the TNT and the water that we'll be putting in here in place. So just like that. And actually I need to do, so then after that you build a little platform for yourself to stand on. This part's kind of important because the TNT in Bedwars games often has a lot more push. It gives a lot more force off, so you could actually end up knocking yourself off your cannon if you don't build a platform and then a little wall to protect yourself. So just do that. 2 blocks high. You don't really want more than 2 blocks high, just like that. Alright, there you go. So that's pretty much, we have the skeleton done for the cannon. Now we just need to add some ladders and all the stuff for the inside of the cannon. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to place redstone in those 2 spots, and I'm going to place them here. You wouldn't use redstone. You would place wool here and here, but I'm using redstone to simulate the auto triggering that the TNT has in games like Bedwars. One more thing I need to do that I forgot, this actually needs to be 1 block higher, just like that. This needs to go down again, and that's, and then we need to put 1 block there. Okay, yeah, now we have the skeleton done. We can start putting the actual mechanics in. So I'm going to start placing some ladders, and the reason that I'm using ladders is because the force of TNT goes through ladders a lot better than it would blocks. And it makes sense because if I was to place ladders right there, there is still a little bit of airspace right here that I can walk in. If I was to just place a block, I can't walk in it. There's no space. So using the ladders, you have more space for the force to go through. So we're going to put some ladders there, and we're going to put ladders here and here, and then we're going to put ladders there, there, and there. And so what some of these ladders we're going to put TNT on, and some of the ladders are just to help contain the water. So I'm going to place some water, and you'll see what I mean. Also, make sure you're going to place the water above where you're going to place the TNT. Otherwise, you'll accidentally place TNT on the spawn block of the water and destroy your TNT cannon and possibly hurl yourself into the void, which is not recommended. So there we go. We drop the water, and it looks like we need to add 1 more ladder just right here, and that will solve the problem. There we go. The cannon is now actually ready to fire. And as I told you, this cannon is aimable. So we can place TNT in a lot of different places to get different results, and I will demo that right now. So first, I'm just going to do a simple, straight shot. I'm going to fire the cannon once, and then I'll explain a bit how it works if any of you haven't seen a TNT cannon before. One thing I'm going to mention is I'm going to place TNT here first, and then I'm going to have to ignite this piece with flint and steel because I can't make it auto-ignite when it's sitting on a ladder like that. What you would do is you would place TNT on the bottom first, and then you would place TNT right here on the top, and that would work just fine. And it'll make more sense once I actually fire. So here we go, fire 1. We're going to place that TNT really fast, and then we're going to ignite. Look at that. And to be honest, that's actually not bad distance for not using redstone in a TNT can. That covered some ground. That was pretty nice. So I'll just really quickly go over how this works. What happens is the TNT, when TNT is in water, it does not break blocks when it explodes. It still does a little bit of damage, and it still produces force, but it doesn't break blocks. So that's why we put this TNT in the water. I can place more TNT, and it will not break my cannon, no matter what kind of blocks I use. I can use whatever blocks I want. They will not break when the TNT is in water. And the one thing I should remember is you want to place the 2 pieces of TNT really quick. You want to place them together as fast as possible so that they both blow up at relatively the same time. And also, whenever you place the TNT, you also want to make sure you place it in the right spot. If I'm going to shoot forward and I'm going to want long distance, I'm going to place the TNT in the very back and the very front. And that's what's helpful about this raised platform. It allows us to change our range a little bit. So let me show you. I'm going to do one more shot. I'm going to place in the back and the front. Actually, we already saw this. So if I place TNT in the back and the front, it goes into that crater. But if I was to place in the middle and the front like that, then ignite this, watch what happens. It goes a lot closer. So that's a way to affect your range if someone's getting really close to you and you want to blow them up on their path. Okay, now let's say someone was coming in from a bit forward to the left. How will we take them out? Alright, so this time we're going to be using this ladder. We will place our TNT on that ladder, but once again, I have to ignite it with TNT, but you would place this last in a Bedwars game. So I'm going to place in the very back and the very front, and watch. There we go, I placed those 2 pieces of TNT. Now I'm going to get that ready, and ooh, I jumped a little bit, but look at that. Launched right over there. So we got a pretty nice area we can use, but let's say, now let's try this. Let's place TNT here, and we're going to go from the middle to the front with this TNT, and we'll see how that affects the distance. See? A bit closer. So let's say someone was coming in from the right-hand side, and we need to deal with them. I will say the cannon won't shoot as far to the right because we had to place this ladder right here, but we can still do the job. Let me show you. So I'll place the TNT right here, and let's do it. Ignite. Look at that. So, yep, we still got our TNT over there. Still fire to the right. Now, what if someone was building and attacking us from the sides? Like I'm talking 90 degrees to the sides. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to place your TNT on the right side, but this time place your TNT in your actual firing TNT in the middle and in the front, just like this, and you'll get a 90-degree shot, just like that. And then you can destroy if someone's trying to build a bridge to you from the right, you can destroy it. And then if you want to do the same thing, maybe over here, you can place TNT here. I'm actually going to extend this wall a little bit. I think that's a little close. Let's do that really quickly. Just like that. There we go. Maybe make a couple windows so I can see what's going on. Just like that. And that should be able to fire. Here we go. Let's try this out. Boom, boom. In place. Then we're going to ignite. Look at that. 90-degree shot. Anyone who's building the bridge to us would have been destroyed. Okay, everyone. So the TNT works, but oftentimes, if you build something cool like this, someone is going to try to destroy it with a fire charge. So now we have to figure out a way to defend this cannon. The way I like to do it is just like this. I like to build a little bit of a roof on top of the cannon that I can use to defend both myself and the cannon. So just place some ladders. I like to give myself you want to have about 3 blocks from the actual cannon deck, enough room for you to jump and enough room for the TNT to fire. Oops. And then you just start to place some ladders just like that. And this is optional, I will say. I like to do it. It's helpful if you have time. Just go like that and make your defense roof. Be careful, you don't want to accidentally get your roof in the way of the cannon if you're going to fire at a 90-degree angle. So try to offset the defense island to the back a little bit, and then just build backwards, just like that, however far back you want to go. And then what I do is I build kind of a castle structure. So what I'll do, kind of a castle structure. So I'll put maybe no block there, but then I'll put a 2-block tall, actually because we have the ladders there, I'll build 2 blocks here and then 2 blocks here, so I can use a bow to defend my cannon from any fire charges right there. And then I will put 2 blocks right here that I can use to hide, just in case I'm being attacked by too many arrows and I don't really want to worry about firing back. And then just for the rear, in case I was to get shot with a power or punch bow or something like that, just do this. You still have visibility, but you also have protection. You're not going to fly off the cannon. So just make a little ring around it, just like that, and you now can protect your cannon. And even then, if you really wanted, actually no, you can't because of here. And there you go. You've got that. You can always drop down the ladders, fire, and you can come right back up and defend. A nice little thing to put on top of your island, if nothing else, just to show people that you're awesome and you can build a TNT cannon in Bedwars. But also a nice little defendable position with a bow and arrow if you're a nice shot. Alright, so there you have it, an aimable TNT cannon that you can build in Bedwars. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and comment on maybe you've used TNT Cannon before, or maybe you have some ideas for future videos. I also placed a link to the Discord channel for my YouTube channel on the description for this video. So take a look at that. You can see a schedule for things that are coming up, maybe give some input in future content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon.